At 6:44 a.m. on December 4th, 2024, a shocking assassination occurred in front of the Hilton Hotel on the corner of 6th Avenue and 54th Street in New York City. Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Health, America's largest private health insurer, was shot in the back by a tall man wearing a gray hoodie as he entered a hotel for the company's annual meeting. He died of his wounds. After the incident, the police pieced together the murderer's crime track through surveillance cameras and a series of clues. The killer arrived in New York 10 days before the murders on a Greyhound bus, a method of transportation that requires no identification and is unmonitored, allowing him to remain hidden. After arriving in New York, he checked into a youth hotel, during which he went out several times to scout, and arrived near the Hilton Hotel in advance of the day of the murder. After a brief stop at Starbucks, the assassination was carried out, and then fled to Central Park on a shared electric scooter, successfully getting rid of the police. Judging from the whole process of the crime, the murderer acted carefully and was fully prepared. But there were also some unprofessional behaviors, such as the pistol stuck, leaving more personal traces, which made the identity and background of the murderer speculated. During the investigation, police found that 3 bullet casings left by the killer were engraved with the words delay, deny, recall, which is the same title as a 2014 book exposing fraud in insurance sales, which pointed out that this is a common tactic used by insurance companies to avoid paying claims. United Health has a leading position in the industry, a large customer base and high profits, but it has been controversial. The rejection rate of claims is very high. The reasons for rejection are often trivial, and there are problems such as collusion with hospitals and arbitrary judgment that treatment is unnecessary. In addition, the pre-authorization policy implemented by the company gives the insurance company the right to veto the doctor's recommendations and refuse to provide medical services, leading to many patients in a dilemma of high medical costs. And even some people give up treatment because they cannot afford the cost. Thompson's rejection rate has increased further since he took over, and he plans to introduce a new policy in 2025 to cut the amount of claims to make more money. Not only that, United Health Group is also facing the investigation of the United States Department of Justice for market monopoly and unfair competition. Thompson secretly sold shares to cash out after learning the investigation results, resulting in the company's share price plummeting and many shareholders' interest damaged. These actions have made Thompson a lightning rod for public anger against him and United Health. So, instead of eliciting sympathy, his assassination sparked an outpouring of gloating online, with United Health's announcement about it filled with mockery and criticism. A major break in the case came on December 9th, when 26-year-old Italian-American Luigi Maggiore was arrested in a small town in Pennsylvania. Luigi came from a wealthy family, was well-educated, graduated in computer science from the Ivy League University of Pennsylvania, and worked for tech companies. As for his motive, there is no conclusion. Online rumors suggest he may have sought revenge for his grandparents' failure to get medical help, but this is less likely given his family background. It is more likely that he himself suffers from chronic back pain and, in seeking treatment, has developed a great deal of anger at the private healthcare system as a whole due to the poor results of the surgery and the possible influence of the insurance company. His long illness radicalized his mental state and outlook, which may eventually lead him to extremes. However, the specific motive of the case is yet to be revealed in the further investigation and trial. The case not only drew attention to the chaos in the insurance industry, but also prompted a rethink of the American healthcare system. In the context of high medical costs, private health insurance has become a choice for many people to deal with medical expenses, but the improper behavior of insurance companies makes it difficult to protect people's rights and interests. At the same time, the lopsided online public opinion in the case also reflects the public's dissatisfaction with big companies and the powerful class, as well as a desire for social fairness and justice. At the end of the article, I also share a warm story related to it. More than a decade ago, a Chinese couple immigrated to Canada, and her mother-in-law suffered a sudden brain hemorrhage during the visit, resulting in huge medical expenses due to lack of medical insurance. Moved by the hospital's kindness after his wife's premature birth received loving care, the couple offered to pay off their debt and fulfill their promise by volunteering at the hospital. Over the years, their persistence has not only been recognized by the hospital, but also inspired the child to pursue a career in medicine. The story stands in stark contrast to the Thompson assassination, showing the goodness and resilience of human nature, but also giving people a sense of warmth and hope while focusing on the dark side of society. Behind the assassination of the CEO of the American insurance giant is a complex commercial interest entanglement, social contradictions, and multiple aspects of human nature. This case provides people with perspective to examine the social problems in the United States, and also prompts people to think about how to build a more fair and reasonable social system.